right. And we're going to be live on Amazon as well in 3, 2, 1. We are live everywhere.
So exciting.
So exciting. Okay. So real quick, for anyone who doesn't know me or just randomly stumbled upon this, I am MIRIAM Schulman. I am author of Artpreneur, behind me in the carousel, on Amazon, linked for you on YouTube, wherever you're listening. And I'm host of the Inspiration Place podcast. And today I'm joined by the lovely Jen, and also very smart. We always say lovely when we never say the very handsome when it's a guy.
Oh, well, lovely doesn't mean pretty.
No, but I mean like commenting on the looks rather than.
You're right.
Like,
The very muscular.
You would never say that. Like if you were a guy, I would never say, welcome the very handsome. I mean, like.
Right.
All right.
But men do that all the time. The very beautiful MIRIAM Schulman.
Exactly. Right. Okay. Today I'm joined by Jen Lehner, and we can't wait to get to know you. So if you're here with us live, and even if you're not, if you're watching this after, we will see you. So just say hello. Let us know who you are, what kind of art you do. And if you don't do art, let us know what you do, where you live in the world. We're so nosy that way. And remember, if you like what I had to say here today, there's more of that on my podcast, The Inspiration Place. And of course, in my book, Artpreneur. And here we are with my friend, Jen. How are you?
I'm great. I really am. I'm just looking forward to the rest and relaxation that is just around the corner once we finish this week. And I'm just coming back from a live event that was very successful. I'm very blurry.
You are very blurry.
I also don't like those glasses.
I thought that's what maybe you had LinkedIn. I thought they were very pretty.
Oh yeah.
We linked them for you.
Yeah.
So you can talk about them.
Ones. I actually left them. They're the same. I mean,
I like that color. Did you know that mocha is the color of the year?
I do, because I saw you posted on social and you were so excited because like your paint is mocha, your couch is mocha, something's mocha in your life.
Everything's mocha. I love mocha. My lipstick's mocha, which I linked in the carousel. Yeah. What lipstick do you have on? Which mocha. We don't have linked. But which one?
Oh, I'm in love with this. It's Bahama Brown. It is by I don't even know the company.
Well, since we look very much alike.
Bobby Brown.
Okay, I have a kvetch. Okay, courtesy of Addie, who is helping us today. So when she does our transcripts using Sonics, Sonics cannot distinguish between my voice and your voice.
Oh,
because all Jewish people sound the same. I don't know. I mean. So you have a Southern accent. I have a New York accent. I don't understand what the confusion is.
Does it show you like speaker 1, speaker 2?
No. Addie, if you want to unmute yourself and tell us what happens. I think it's all MIRIAM. Can you talk? I'm going to add her to the stage. All right. Just tell us what happens.
Hi.
Why can't Sonics distinguish between our voice? What happens?
All right, so I'm not sure, Jen, if you also use Sonics, but in Sonics, there are kind of like placeholders where it says speaker 1, speaker 2, and so whenever I use your transcript with MIRIAM, in general, whenever I use Sonics for transcripts, I change the speaker 1 to the corresponding name. And so whenever I change, let's say the first line is said by MIRIAM. So I'm just going to edit the name to MIRIAM Schulman. It's going to edit the whole thing, even your lines, to MIRIAM Schulman. So
not with anybody else though, just with
because we are one. We are one.
So anyway, so if the lipstick looks good on you, it'll look good on me.
Pretty much.
All right. Thank you, Addie.
Thanks, Addie.
Okay. That was an unplanned thing. But I have to tell you what I do every Monday with my team. We do kvetch and cavell.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And it's super fun. They really come up with really cute things. Let me just move Addie backstage again.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Wait, why isn't it going down? There we go. No, I hit it twice. Okay, there we go. All right. So I do have some slides actually, because I have a couple of planned things. I don't know what you have planned for
Okay.
me, but I have some planned things. So first of all, I have a major cavell. Have you read this book?
Let me see it.
Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and
I was
Tomorrow.
looking at 'em. Oh, yeah, I have. I enjoyed it. You didn't like it?
I loved it. That's my cavell.
Oh. Oh, yeah. No, I thought it was just,
I think it's a good book
no
for
spoilers.
entrepreneurs too.
Yeah, and we don't wanna do any spoilers, but, like, it says it on the back jacket that it goes deep into this gaming culture, but it goes into the game itself, and if I would have read the jacket, I probably would have never read the book because that sounds very dry and boring or whatever, but my
Yeah, I
gosh.
was telling somebody about the book and they said they had heard about it and dismissed it because they thought it was about gaming. I said, "You do not have to really know anything about gaming to enjoy this book." Don't you agree?
Oh, no,
Oh,
like 0. No,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, most of the people in my book club that read it are, like, so far away from gaming, you can't even imagine. They're like
Yeah.
mahjong women my age and older, and they don't even know how to barely
You
send
play
email.
mahjong?
I'm learning.
Me too.
Like, I'm, like, way
Because
at the
that's how
beginning.
old we are. Me too.
Right,
I've learned the
right, it's
Charleston.
like it's a, it's sort
It's
of
a
like a
Jewish woman
milestone.
thing, right? Exactly.
It's like
Okay. So the reason I'm recommending the book on a podcast about marketing is the whole concept tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow. It's about you always have another chance in the game. You get a new life. You fail, you play until you get killed, and then you get a new chance. And it's always begin again, begin again. And she quotes Samuel Beckett, although she doesn't give Samuel Beckett credit, but she's very literary, the author, so I'm sure she
yeah,
had that in mind. They talk about failing better. And I think that whole idea of failing better is so important as both artists and entrepreneurs. Don't you agree?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. So that is my cavell. What's yours?
Um, my cavell is I have so many, but I'm gonna give you 2.
Okay.
One started as a kvetch and ended in a cavell, and that was
Oh, that's the best kind.
I had a, like, sort of just this really disappointing experience at Nordstrom, and I'm not gonna go into all that happened, but, like, everything that happened should not have happened, and it's not that I just needed to complain, I need help through this situation, like, it needs to get rectified, and so I started locally, in person, that didn't really work, so then, I was like, "Alright, I'll email the store manager," got no reply, emailed a second time, still no reply, called and left a message, no reply. I'm like, "You know what? Who's the owner of Nordstrom? Is it a public company? Is it whatever? Do you know who
Yeah.
owns Nordstrom? It's Eric Nordstrom." And Eric Nordstrom's email address is eric.nordstrom@nordstrom.com. It's
Oh,
public. You can find it
okay.
yourself. So I
Okay.
emailed Eric last night at like 10:30 PM, told him the whole story, which ChatGPT helped me make better because it was kind of convoluted. You know what I mean? And you don't want to send someone this 14-page thing, but there was a lot to it. So ChatGPT helped me craft this great email to Eric, Mr. Nordstrom. He replied this morning. I woke up at 7 and shortly after checked my email, and there is a personal email from Eric Nordstrom, who so lovely. He was like mortified. He's like, I'm mortified that this happened to you. And
Wait,
it's
Eric responded or his
no, it was him.
that yeah.
It was him, and he said, um, I'm on it personally. I am personally on this. And then, funny enough, my phone rings and it's Nordstrom locally. Hi. Oh, also followed by his email is an email from the local store manager. Oh, hi. So I'm thinking Mr. Nordstrom
What?
made some phone
Okay,
calls.
first of all, Nordstrom is a very big department store
Huge.
chain that you
Hundreds of
were
locations.
able to email the CEO. And first of all, how screwed up is it that you had to go to the CEO? Like they don't have better customer service in place.
It's yeah, and they're known for it, and it's like, and I mean, this sounds so ridiculous. But I mean,
They're known for good customer service
I
in
care, right?
general.
That's
Right.
what I mean. And I care about Nordstrom. I care about their existence. I like that department store. I frequent it regularly. You know, I am a regular customer. And I have seen changes over the years, and they haven't been for the best. And you know, and I wasn't complaining just for the sake of complaining. I need help with this issue, and I need him to make it happen. I mean, the short and the long of it is that I bought a jacket that might be the best jacket I've ever gotten in my life. It is so fantastic. I'm in love with it, like a score. And then right after I bought it, there was a price reduction. I went in to get a price adjustment, which they do. It was still
Yeah.
brand new with the tags.
Yeah.
That's no big deal at Nordstrom. You can always get a
Yeah.
price adjustment.
Yeah.
But the woman's like, you can't get a price adjustment. I'm going to have to, you're going to have to return it and rebuy it. And I did that. She goes, but I have to ship it to you, which I thought sounded weird. Bottom line is she lost my jacket. It's the only medium in all of Nordstrom, in the whole network of Nordstrom.
My
Right?
God. First of all,
So
that whole story you just told was so screwed up that you would have to buy and repurchase. Like,
right. And she did,
no.
you know, but even that I'm okay with, because like, you know,
Yeah,
people
but
make
shipped?
mistakes,
But
whatever.
shipped?
But it was right. It made no sense. I should have pushed
No.
back, because I'm like,
Yes.
the jacket is right in front of you. Like,
Right.
just give it back
So
over the
send
counter.
the empty box. I'm taking my jacket right now. Right.
I mean, so
All
dumb.
right.
Anyway, so that was my.
So are they
was an
able to
extension
get
of
you
com-
find you a jacket?
All I know is Eric Nordstrom is on it, and if he can't make it happen, then who can, right? So
Right. I'm so sorry about your jacket. Okay, let us switch to Cavell again. I don't know if this one's a Cavell. I'm stealing the mic back. Sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
no, do it.
So all right, this is what's next on my list. This is not really a Cavell. So I've been asking my team about what they use the different robots for. And Anna has had very specific things that she says, well, Claude, she felt was best for writing emails because she felt it sounded more human. I don't actually use Claude, but you do.
Claude is the bomb. She's
Yeah.
exactly right. He's more conversational. He's like your really smart best friend.
Okay. And she said she occasionally uses it to write copy, but she likes ChatGPT better for generating ideas, being creative, and analyzing data. So ChatGPT more general and Claude more specific. And then I also am now using Perplexity a lot.
It's great. And now Perplexity also does shopping. And so the way
What?
that Google Lens does. And on that
Oh.
note, also great for coupon codes. So I was at Staples for this event. I had to get a lot of things printed. And when I was in line, I Googled a coupon for Staples. Nothing came up. And Honey didn't give me any coupons, and any of those. I have another one for Capital One, no coupons. I went to Perplexity, $50 off. Just right there on the spot, I got $50 off. So keep that in mind. Okay.
I like to use Perplexity for things like this. Like if I can't remember the name of a movie or sorry, I'm getting over a really bad cold.
Oh no, so many people have
Not
that.
COVID, but a bad cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, like if I can't remember the name of a painting or an artist, I can describe it to Perplexity and it can pretty much help
that's
me out with
great.
that. Yeah. And that was Anna's idea, by the way. So that was super cool. So that Perplexity is like definitely in my rotation. I don't use Claude, but maybe I should. But maybe this is because I like my own writing. So if ChatGPT gives me the ideas, I pretty much can do my own writing. I don't know. Is that
well? I can show you
arrogant?
a couple of things with Claude that'll blow your mind in a second. After I tell you my other kfel.
Okay.
And I have another kvetch. Okay.
Well, we can go as long as you want.
Okay. So kvel, having fun in Judaism. If you have fun at someone else's simcha, that means celebration, right? Or event, right? We could just fill in the word event. It's considered a mitzvah, a good deed. Like it's your obligation. So you would never go to a party and sit in the corner and act like a bored person, even if you're miserable, right? If it's too hot in there, if it's too cold, if the food isn't to your liking, you smile and you dance and you have a good time. And that is what you do. And at my event, I just wanted to say, I still have
Wait,
this
are we
war
doing a kvetch or Cavell right now?
Cavell.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah,
I was
Cavell.
worried you were going to tell me
So
about somebody
at
who
my
sat in the
event, it's
corner
just
like a
like
sourpuss.
no, nobody sat. No, it was, I'm still got the warm, glowy feeling because people just rally and people step up and every single person just had such a good time, and there were a couple of people that were working through some of their own stuff and a couple that didn't feel good. They had their own cold coming on and stuff, but everybody just like showed up in that way. And it's like so appreciative. And it's like when you're in the audience and there's a speaker and you're the one that's leaning in and you're just nodding your head and you're smiling and you're engaging with the speaker sees that. It's such a good deed to do that for people, so we have to remember to show up like that too, like seeing them show up like that for me reminds me I want to do more of that too.
Well, you're really good at live events.
Oh,
And you're an Enneagram 7, so you're like the adventure lover, so no surprise there.
okay. I didn't know that I was that.
You didn't know you were that? You knew you were
Yeah.
that. You're Enneagram 7. You knew that, right?
It went right out of my head if I knew it. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what it
we took
means.
the test. We took the
Oh.
test. I'm an 8, which means I like to argue a lot, which is not so good.
Well, that's what
I can
smart people
argue.
do.
I can have an argument in an empty apartment.
You question. You
I do
question.
question.
You research.
I'm that too.
You're not a sheep. You're not just going to take somebody's word for it.
No.
And then I have to say my kvetch is, unless I'm passing it back to you for another kvetch.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
So kvetch, maybe we've talked about this, but my Lord, it just seems to not be going away. The vocal fry people, please, and young ladies, please stop with the vocal fry. Can I show this? Can I show this like clip from YouTube? Will it show on here? It's hilarious.
I'm not sure, but we can try. Natty, you mean share your screen?
Yeah, and it'll present.
Well, you know StreamYard. Do you know what
screen, and
do I have to give you permission somehow?
No, that's going to work. I just don't want to. I want to make sure the sound plays through.
Yeah.
So tell me if you hear the sound. Okay.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Okay. By the way, I won't go to like certain exercise teachers if their vocal fry is really bad.
What? You're talking. I had to start over. Do you want it? Do you want me to not do it?
No, do it. I thought I was going to see video. Were you only playing an audio?
Yeah, I am playing video. Do you not see it?
I don't see anything.
Oh, well, then that answers that.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, Google vocal fry and it'll come up. It's this guy at a talking to a barista, and it's really, really hilarious. But he represents how much it just I can't stand it. It's like a very I don't really care kind of a thing, and you just try to sound tired and you just go like this, and it's I completely, if there's a podcast, if there's a YouTube video, if there's any content where the person
I can't listen. I just can't.
I am so gone. I can't stand it. And I
even if I love the host and they have a
Yes.
guest on with bad vocal fry, I'm like, when it's very affected is what I really hate.
It's just a thing right now, and I just can't. And then
Well,
I started
it's been a
thinking
thing for a while.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's just bugging me more because I'm getting older.
It's
I don't
bugging you
know.
more.
I feel like this must be how like the boomers felt, like the World War II parents of the hippies, right? And when the hippies were like far out and like, yeah, dig it, and like,
Right.
and it
Right.
would
Or the Valley
enrage them,
talk.
right? It would just,
Yes.
And so
Yes.
maybe that's what's happening. It's a generational thing, and I just can't get on board. Cannot.
We're old.
Okay.
Ooh. Here we go.
That looks nice.
Wall Street Journal, why everyone is now watching podcasts on YouTube. Did you know this? Did you know that YouTube gets more listens or watches, whatever we're calling them, than iTunes?
Amazing.
It is. Yeah. So this is not just an important part of my strategy for 2025. This is the main strategy now. Everything. That's why we're here broadcasting live on YouTube. Every single podcast is going on YouTube. Every single one.
Love it.
And the other thing that we found out from our friend Matt Brown who's on your podcast. Do you know the episode number? So we can link to it in the show notes.
No, I will
I
though.
will look it up. Addie will look it up and let me know. Addie, look up on Jen's podcast the number of the episode so we can shout it out. So
Thanks,
I
Addie.
hired an email deliverability guy and to analyze why my open rates and my click rates are so garbagey. And there was one spike in our open rates where things were being delivered to the main inbox rather than the promo tab. And he was like, I don't know why do you think this email landed here? I said, oh, I know exactly why. That was the email we sent out that had a link to our YouTube video.
And it got more opens, you're saying?
It was put into the inbox rather than the promo tab.
Ooh.
Why? Because Gmail,
yes,
Google owns YouTube.
Right. Oh, I
and
love
they make
that.
money when you send traffic to YouTube.
So when you send an email with your replays or with your podcast episode for the week, you're now linking it to YouTube?
Well, we put in all the links, like here's how you can listen, here's how you can read the transcript. And now we're also saying, here's how you can watch it, because we're trying to putting podcast episodes as YouTube videos on delay, like maybe a couple months later. If we wanted to, we would put it on. Now it's like they are all coming at the same time. So this one, actually, the YouTube video is, so if you're listening to this as a podcast, as audio, this is already on YouTube. And the ones I do solo, my team is editing it and releasing it on time with everything.
Amazing.
Okay, so is it episode number 99 would be Matt Brown's?
I don't know.
She says Jen's podcast is 99 episodes. Addie, the question is, what is the number of it? JenLehner.com/99.
Podcast.
Would that take it to you? /podcasts?
Yeah, and then on the podcast page, it'll show like the most recent ones. He's not the most recent, so.
Oh, he's not. Okay. All right.
I don't think.
Well, we're gonna have to edit this out soon if we don't find it.
Well, I can look if we're gonna edit this part out. I can look real quick.
Yeah, I mean the live stream people are either listening or nobody's here.
Sorry, this will take 2 seconds. It is. I mean, he does give a ton of information.
92.
Oh 92. Yeah, 92. Mm-hmm.
Essential email deliverability strategies with Matt Brown. So we will link that in the show notes.
Thanks. Thank you.
So the other thing that I just want to share that's marketing news worthy that I learned from Matt Brown, since this will help the listeners. So one thing that my audience has been complaining about is like their open rates have dropped significantly. And I says, no, it's just the reporting has dropped. Because I don't know if you knew this, Matt, you may have talked to him before this happened, but iOS, they changed it it used to be that we didn't know if somebody truly opened the email from every device, like they would count machine opens. And now it's more of a true count. So if your open rates have suddenly dropped, it's not that your open rates have dropped, it's just that the reporting is now more accurate. Oh, you're frozen, Jen. I guess I'm taking over for a while. Nope, now you're back. Nope.
I'm back. Okay. Are you there? What did I miss? A
lot. I'm not going to repeat myself. Okay.
My Wi-Fi signal is great. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. Okay, so let me go back here. So we finished talking about the YouTube. Oh, you know what? I was going to skip this slide because I actually didn't read the article. Why you're wrong about AI art, according to the AI robot.
Ada robot.
The Ada robot that just made $1 million painting. Do you know anything about this?
I think I sent this to you.
Oh, you did? Oh, no wonder I didn't read it. So you can talk about it.
I don't remember, except that it was good. It was like, it seemed so freaky, but like, I mean, it is freaky, but did I send that to you? No. I sent you the one about the sculptor that I saw on 60 Minutes. That I watched that whole thing and I wanted you to watch it. And that was amazing. This one, I can't. I can't remember.
We'll be editing it out too then.
Let's check.
Okay, let me see what is. I think that's all I have planned, my friend. What
Well,
else
since
can we
we're
talk
talking
about?
about what's working in marketing, I do have two things to
Yes.
show you because you and I love to
Okay.
geek out on
We
AI.
do.
And so hopefully this works this time when I share my screen. Share screen, and I'm not going to go all the way into present mode, so it's easier to maneuver. Can you see that?
No.
What?
I think I have to give you permission.
All right.
Share screen. I can share in a
Oh, no,
screen.
no. Look down at the bottom. I think you have to highlight that screen. Do you see? Does my screen show up at the bottom, like we're next to my face?
Oh,
in the
yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
We did it.
So that so this was an example that I did, but it is a real client. And I said this to Claude.
Okay.
I have a client who sells an online course that teaches people how to be virtual assistants. I was thinking it would be cool if she created some sort of calculator as part of her launch material, but calculator for what? Like what makes sense? And I was just too lazy to think it through. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this is Claude on the left, and Claude now has this thing. It's where it does work for you in the screen and you can watch it doing its work. But basically, this calculator that you're looking at actually works. So it created this calculator. So basically, I can't do it because it's a static slide. But if I slide those little bars, it's a working calculator. And you'll notice to the top right-hand corner, it says code. So if I click on that code, literally it's just copy and paste, and you just stick it into whatever your software is. We use Kajabi, and here's a this is a like a little video showing you like working with the calculator that Claude created, and then it's showing you how we pasted that code onto a landing page
In Kajabi.
in Kajabi, but you could do it
Okay.
on any landing page software.
Wait. We are totally doing this because we have this very convoluted spreadsheet that I teach
Yeah.
my clients how to price 2D art with. And what we can do is now code it and put it into Kajabi for my clients.
Yeah,
Addie, are
and
you
think about
listening? You got to like asterisk this moment and send it to Anna because Anna will totally geek out and have so much fun doing this.
it's just amazing. We're going to do a calculator too. We're going to do lots of calculators because we're the same. We have spreadsheets and all
Right.
the
And
things.
nobody
But
wants to use a spreadsheet and it's so hard to use a spreadsheet and they just want to click buttons.
yeah, and this is so
Yeah.
fun. You just like, and what was amazing was the thinking that Claude did to come up with it. Like
Oh my gosh.
I
It's
didn't go into the
amazing.
reasoning. It gave me all the reasoning here. I'm not going to talk through it, but it's brilliant, and I wouldn't change a thing about this calculator.
But ChatGPT could do this too, right? Because isn't
Yeah, it could give you the code for that, but the difference is it doesn't give you that preview on the right where Claude is. I mean, because we're moving into agentic AI, right? Like where like this whole year has been all about large language models, and to some degree, some automations. But now we're moving into agentic where you just literally will tell you will tell the AI like this is my goal, and then you will be able to watch it. And this is what you can do on Claude. I think it's called Claude Computer Model or something, but you can watch and see it work through all the steps. So it'll say, oh, uh, you can see it open up a browser like Firefox and then type in the research and then maybe need to go to LinkedIn depending on what the task is. But then you'll see it get blocked at LinkedIn because you have to log in. So it'll say, never mind. And it'll try to go to Google to find what it needs. And it basically, it doesn't just, it's not just super transactional in that way. It actually, you tell it the goal, it plans its course for trying to achieve the goal, and it does the thing. And it's amazing. So that's kind of where we're headed. That's what 2025 is going to be all about.
okay. So
And then
YouTube calculators. There's something else that I wanted to share actually.
yeah, let
And
me stop.
this is the way people need to engage with stories. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you were able to do that, or did Addie do that?
I hit stop sharing, so hopefully it.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. So there's a comedian I follow, Modi. He's the one I sent you links to.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is a little side kvetch. I bought tickets to see him tomorrow night, and I forgot all about it, and now I can't find the tickets. Like, I spent almost an hour last night looking.
Oh
through
no.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna call them because I do have the receipt in my Amex.
Oh, you're good then.
But I don't have tickets. I don't have emails. I don't have seat numbers. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Hopefully I won't have to call the CEO like you did.
Call Eric Nordstrom. He'll figure it
Right,
out.
Nordstrom will figure it out for me. Okay. So he was in an interview where he was talking about how comedy has evolved. And the reason why this is important is because the way we tell stories as people who are marketers, as artists talking about our art, has evolved. So he was talking about how comedy has evolved from, it used to be, like a rabbi and a priest walked into a bar, right? It was a joke with a setup,
Right.
like this guy and that guy, like, the joke and a punchline. And then comedy evolved to, I walked into a bar. And then comedy evolved to, well, my wife. So it got more and more personal. So, and that is the way, as people who are marketers telling our stories, we really need to dig into our personal stories, especially given all this AI stuff, because AI is going to give you the priest and the rabbi walked into a bar, like this generic setup, but nobody can tell that first person narrative story that's your own personal experience but you. And if you want to rise above, this is what, not only do you have to do that because people need that human connection, but this is also where things have evolved to, that people really crave that. What do you think of that, Jen?
Yeah, I think it's right. But here's what's interesting. Okay. I mean, I do think like the more digitized things, and this has always been the case so far anyway, the more the more we appreciate the analog. Right. And
Yeah.
so I think that's true. But here's it's so interesting to me is, even with that, AI can help us so
Oh,
much.
1,000%.
In fact, and this is my new favorite thing, and I showed you how, like, putting in the Donald Miller book and Notebook LM and
Yeah.
all that, right?
Oh, Notebook
So-
LM is our fourth favorite tool. So we were going to say what our four tools are. We have Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Notebook LM. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to keep track.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing, this Notebook LM. And there's even been changes this week that are really, really cool. But whether it's Notebook LM or a folder, because ChatGPT now has project folders, or wherever you want to put it, you can, let's say you read a book that is all about how to tell your personal story, like the best way to mine your own, to create a memoir, to whatever, but to pull the story out of you. There's a million different frameworks, right? So let's say you get a framework that you really like, you pop that into one of your language models of choice. And then the prompt is then, I want you to interview me based on this framework to pull out my best stories. Right. And like, and so now, like, yeah, they're your stories. AI could never create those. They're unique to your life experiences, but it's going to help you pull out the best ones and just help you get more detail and make it more interesting and relatable and whatever else you tell it. So I do think that is so important. And, story, I mean, we've learned, like, story is just never ever going to go away. We, as human beings, right? Like in the hieroglyphics, we were telling stories. So
I mean, this is what we were doing in the caves.
Yeah. We were,
which, by the way, they have like female handprints. That was women who were making those cave drawings. Just saying.
Oh, it's Nordstrom. Feminism. Nordstrom calling, but I sent him to voicemail. It wasn't Eric, I'm sure. Okay.
You're going to get your coat. You know what? You're going to get your coat. Like, it's going to be, Eric is going to hand deliver. He's going to take his private jet and hand deliver the coat.
I like it.
Okay. Can you just help me for a minute though?
Yeah, but I also have to tell you one more AI thing. Okay, what am I going to
No,
help you
it
with?
is an AI thing. I didn't know that ChatGPT has folders. Can you like help
It's on the
me?
left.
Well, we're gonna do it right now.
Yeah. Make sure
Share.
you're in 4 little O.
I'm gonna share my whole window just because I never can figure out how to do this. Okay, so here we are. Can you see?
Yeah, it looks a mess.
It's a total disaster.
No, I mean just the
Okay.
way we're doing it. We're in that infinity window.
Oh no, I don't want to leave site.
There we
I
go.
did that once where suddenly I like left the live stream.
Yeah, I've done that too. I was demonstrating one tab and how you can close all the tabs using one tab, and then I was completely off the air because I closed out StreamYard.
All right. So can you see ChatGPT? Can you see that?
Yeah. Okay, on the left, projects.
All
There,
right.
that's
So can I put so do you see how I have all my clients? I have a different thread for them where I
click on
help
the
them do things.
click on the 3 dots, but don't open it up on the right of one of the
Well,
people.
can I like make
I'm
a
gonna show
client
you.
folder? Oh, okay.
Click the 3 dots.
Okay.
Okay. No, I get the platforms confused. I thought it had a move button, but you can't
Well,
move
should
it.
I
So
make a project called clients and then can I put them all in there?
well, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's why it didn't show up in the 3 dots. Okay, now go
Well, now
see.
where is it?
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah,
So now
and
can
look
I
to the
just
right.
move it?
You can add
Oh, no, I have
instructions
to
for the
go
project.
add to project. Oh wait, it obeyed my drag and drop, which is even better.
Look at that.
Okay. Okay. So these are all my inner circle clients, and we do a very detailed messaging session together. Where okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I'm gonna go back here so I can just talk. Okay, so we do a very detailed messaging session using ChatGPT, where it's kind of like we describe the art in detail. We describe what we think their ideal client is in detail. And then it's a why this, why now, and also dig into their values so that their values are incorporated. And that's the hardest part for them to do. So even with ChatGPT, it's kind of like a Lamborghini, but you need a really good driver. Do you
Right.
agree with that? With
Yeah,
all this
I do.
stuff? I mean, that's why they
Yeah.
need people like us.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't know how to drive a Lamborghini, you're going to get into a serious accident.
Yes. It's a good
Yes.
thing that I've practiced in my Lamborghini. So
That's right. Although there's this guy who seriously has a Lamborghini who he is so annoying. I'm not going to say the name. This is definitely like a vetch. That wasn't planned. He wants me to come on. He invited me to come on his podcast, but it really was the top of his funnel because his whole business is booking people on podcasts, and he was so aggressive.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
finally just and he keeps texting me, you didn't book. And then I booked and then I canceled. And then it was like so aggressive and so annoying. And it's like, no, this is not who I want on my team.
I have another AI thing for you.
Okay, good. And then my team member keeps saying we have to talk about what's in my Amazon carousel.
Yes, we do.
Yes. So because
This
it's
is
sponsored
quick.
by Amazon today.
Just another use case, because I could talk all day, and I know you can too, about use cases, right? Like
Yes.
I just think it's so fun because we're only
Yes.
limited by our imagination with this stuff. But what we have done is 2 things. One, I sort of feel like everybody should be putting, creating archives of their own libraries of their own content and putting it in your LLM of choice, so that you can engage with stuff that you've done before and ask it questions and bridge gaps and come up with new ideas. So that's a definite like first use case scenario for everybody that's just getting started using it in their business. The second thing is to put all of your SOPs into an LLM. So we actually put it into we've done 2 things. We've created our own GPT.
Wait, pause. I just want to make sure everyone knows the language you're using. LLM stands for large language model, which is what ChatGPT and Claude is. Okay, continue.
An SOP, standard operating procedures.
Thank you.
So, and when I say this isn't like fancy, it's just like if you have a certain way you like your art to be cataloged in your computer or the file saved or the way that you the way that you send an email, if you have a certain way you like to, what you want your signature to look like, whatever thing you do in your business on a regular basis, you want to make sure that you're capturing that. And then putting it into, like, I love it in Notebook LM, putting it in a notebook, or we created a special GPT, our own GPT. Either way, now anybody, like if I were to sell my company, did we lose Miriam?
You did.
Are you back?
You're on solo layout.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to make sure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And you want to make sure that, you put it in there, and then you can, if you want to sell your business, or you hire a new person, which might be a more likely scenario, bring someone on board, or you get hit by a bus, someone could come in and just say, how does Miriam schedule her Amazon live streams? And then it will just spit it out. Or you can just, it's an easier way of searching for stuff than just throwing it in your Google Drive. So I love that use case scenario. Okay. Get to the products, Miriam.
Okay. Before we get there, I have a question for you though. So, one of the reason I put you in solo layout is because my daughter's moving, and the moving company was texting me, and my daughter was texting me. And so I was texting her to pull up her big girl panties and just call him back. But meanwhile, when I'm in my messages, I get this message saying, we're reaching out because Seth Schulman, that's my son, is registered as a marrow donor, and he now has a match. And I'm like, what would you do as a mother? Would you forward that information? Because I'm not. I mean, I'm like, it seems like an ethical quandary, but I'm not donating. I'm not volunteering my son to donate bone marrow.
I don't think there's a risk to him with marrow transplant, though. It's not like his kidney or his liver. I think it's not fun. I think you have to go and you're going to spend all day in the hospital, but I think it's a blood thing. I don't know. That is a tough one, Miriam. That is a tough one, because he is a grown man.
He's a grown man. He also is in a different country now, so I'm sure it's a moot point. Okay, let's do our products. We have a lot of products to go over. You ready?
Yeah, I want
to
go shopping.
All right. Yes. Okay. So the first product that I have linked is so because of my photo shoot, I bought a bunch of stuff in teal because it's my brand colors. And I got these beautiful coffee mugs. Are they cute?
Oh, they're really cute. They look like Fiesta brand. I love them.
Yeah. And they also come in your favorite color, in mocha. They come in white, they come in black, and they come in like that taupe color, which is really pretty.
I love those.
But I got
and
this.
they're the right size. What about the inside?
Really, it fits.
Is it the same color blue on the inside? It looks kind of green from here. Okay.
No, it is. It is the same. It's because I'm actually drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Really, so it comes in a set of 4. So that one is really cute. Let's see if Addie's actually highlighting these things. We've been talking. Yeah, she is. Okay. Behind me, we have linked up these easels, which are very important, because if you are an artist, which many of you are listening, you're going to want to put some art on the tables when you do your holiday shows and your boutique shows. Is that Nordstrom's again? There's all kinds of things happening.
Sorry.
Okay, my daughter tried to call me too. She's like, what do I tell the mover? I was like, you tell them you're moving. Okay. So having it for my book, but you can use this for your art. It's a great way also just to decorate in your home, to put art on an easel, or in your kitchen, you can put a cookbook on an easel. But in terms of selling your art, these are very modern looking. So that is what is linked up. We linked up some of your things too. Let's see. I took you off screen because I thought you were talking to Nordstrom's. But we linked up this thing that I don't know why we linked up. Box Bolin Original. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, are you not going to? I thought you were going to bring this stuff up on the screen. Well,
we should be bringing it up on the screen. Why don't I just share my screen again?
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I will share my storefront so we can bring everything up on the screen. And what we do have on my storefront, hold on, present, share screen. And we're going to share a tab, I guess. Amazon. There we go. Share. Okay. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Okay. All right. So
I want
we
to show you
have
the box
Jen's
rolling.
picks. Okay.
Wait, I thought I had a video of it.
All right. What is this and why do you like it?
I thought I had a video. It is so much fun, especially as you're heading into the holidays and spending time with family. It's a headband and it's got a ball attached to it, and you just hit the ball. And like the person who, if the person who gets like the most wins, it's hilarious and it's fun. It's all over TikTok. Like everybody
Really?
is doing it. Yes. Even Bethany Frankel, like I saw her TikTok and I was like, ooh, I'm going to buy it. And it was money well spent. The glasses, they're the Oprah style. They're actually not these. They're similar to these, a little bit bigger. Love them. And it's $14.99 for a pack of 4, y'all. And they've got a nice heavy weight. I get compliments on them all the time. I
So
wear
they're
the
reading
clear.
glasses.
Yeah, they're readers. So yeah. And then the thing next to that is the best self journal, 13-week productivity journal. I do my planning on a 12-week year. I haven't gotten it yet, but it looked really great. And I can't remember who influenced me on that one, but I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't trust the person. The 5-pack notebooks, I'm always buying these like when I'm host events and I get custom stickers and put on them. So these were like,
good idea, because they're white, so you can put your stickers on them.
And these were I buy them all the time, but these were
idea.
particularly good, and they were even cheaper because they did a great Black Friday sale. But still, at a pack of 5 for $26. I mean, that's such a deal. And they come with a pen, and they've got the shrink wrap on them. And the pages inside are really nice. So everybody loved those. And then that's you on the far end. That's not me.
No, it is you. That was that iPhone thing that you told that like.
Right.
Which I didn't like mine. Okay, which we shouldn't
What?
talk about what we don't like about products. I know Amazon doesn't like that, but
it's not an iPhone thing.
It's not an iPhone thing. It's like when you do live streams, so you can make eye contact with the person, but like the audio wasn't really working that well. So
you have to change the audio, but this is it.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not using it right now, so that.
Yeah, I probably if I used it with my own microphone, it would have been fine, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple things linked as well, since now we are in December, and actually this is going to be broadcast not in December. I think this is being broadcast later, but I linked up my planners. So I'm almost done with this planner, and I do have a brand new one, the same exact one for 2025.
Oh, I love that
planner pad. What, you like my stickers, or you?
Yes, I just love the way you do I took your class before I really even knew you that well, to do that journaling class, because I love the way
I do all my I do all my journaling inside the planner itself. So it like all becomes one thing. So and I have a word for the year for 2025. My word of the year is peace.
Oh, I love that. That's a great word.
Okay, your camera's off, by the way.
I know. I'm trying to fix it. Something happened when I showed you the other camera.
All right, well then I will just be in solo layout. I'm going to make sure that we talk about everything else that's in here. The other thing that we linked up in the carousel is the Brendan Bouchard planner. That is a daily planner, and I do use both. So I was telling my inner circle people about it, and actually I have one here. So it doesn't have the days in it. You can, which is kind of nice if you don't use it every day. You don't feel like you're wasting. You don't feel guilty if you skip days. But there's a lot of really good prompts in it. And I actually use the prompts, and I pull this out when I'm having a very unfocused day and I really need to drill down and get a lot done. And it forces me to focus like on a more granular level on what needs to get done for the day, but also a more global level. You choose a word for the day. You think about like who needs you for the day, that kind of stuff. And they also have evening prompts as well. I don't use the evening prompts as much as I use the morning mindset prompts. So that we've also linked for you in the carousel. So that's that one. Let's see what else we have in here. Of course, we have the book Artpreneur linked up. If you haven't gotten your chance to read it yet, and if you have and you haven't left an honest review on Amazon, we do have a free gift for you. It's the 52 art journal prompts if you leave an honest review of Artpreneur. By the way, we totally lost Jen. I don't know what happened to her. So maybe she will come back. We also have linked up the Artpreneur workbook. So, and that has been revised. This is the second edition that is linked up for you. And did I miss anything? My outfit is linked. I'm adding you to the stage just so I have someone to talk to. You don't have to put your camera on though, but what have I missed? Okay, there's a comment. Oh, there's some comments I have to pay attention to over on YouTube. Okay. Kelly says, really enjoyed your podcast. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kelly said she would not be so keen to send over the bone marrow information. Yeah. Thanks for watching, Kelly.
I think Jen's already here.
Jen's here. Jen's back. Yeah. There she is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. We lost you.
Yeah,
we lost you.
It's not my good camera. It's just my good camera disconnected. So
okay.
Got my bad camera, but whatever.
No,
we're almost
still
done.
Look beautiful.
Thanks.
We are almost done. I'm done with all the commercials part. So I don't know if we have any questioners from anybody. We don't have too many people watching because we forgot to email this ahead of time. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, so we do have 52 art journal prompts for people who leave honest reviews on Amazon. Leave a review over. You can go directly by going schulmanart.com/Amazon. That will take you directly to the book. And if you've already purchased it there, you can leave a review and it will be a verified review. If you bought it someplace else, you can sometimes still leave a review on Amazon. They don't always let you, but sometimes they do. Either way, it does not have to be verified. You can screenshot the review and email it to MIRIAM@theinspirationplace.net, and we will send you 52 art journal prompts as well as the book bonus package if you haven't gotten that already. So there we go. All right, Jen, do you have any last things to say? We have like a few minutes left. We can keep talking. I don't really need to say goodbye.
I hate saying goodbye.
I know. The only thing on my list is to figure out how to get those tickets I lost.
Yeah. Well, you do need to do that like ASAP.
I know. And then I have to buy my daughter-in-law a Hanukkah gift.
What are you going to get?
I want to get her a headscarf from Johnny Was. It's like, do you know the brand Johnny Was?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So they make these beautiful scarves. And because she's Orthodox, she wears a lot of scarves. And then I was thinking if they have any earrings, like dangling earrings in the store, I'll get something to match the earrings, the scarf,
That's a
like
good idea.
A double thing. Yeah. Because my daughter's leaving to go there on Sunday and I can put it in her suitcase.
So. Speaking of scarves, and I did not know that Johnny Was did scarves, but did you watch that clip on Hermes on 60 Minutes on Sunday?
No, this is a Cavett or Cavell. What's going on?
It's just, ooh, that's cool. Like, it was just that they showed the craftsman making the bags, and literally it could take one of these guys or gals like 30 hours.
Oh,
and it was like, the interviewer was like, people accuse you of gaming your customers and creating this sort of fake scarcity, because people, even if you have $1 billion, you cannot just walk into Hermes and get a Birkin. Like you have to make an appointment to kind of make an appointment. And then it might take 5 years for you to get it. Now on the resale market, you can, but he was like, no, that is not the case. Cause she was like, if I go to Mercedes and they tell me it's going to be 3 years for a car, they would go out of business. And he goes, yeah, because you're talking about an industrial manufacturing situation. He's like, we're craftsmen. And he was showing the people who will have a career with Hermes for their entire life working in this beautiful place in the south of France, and it's so beautiful. And they master the saddle stitch because they started making Hermes started with making horse saddles. And so that famous stitch, that they have on the Kelly bag, especially, it's really prominent. They were showing someone do that, and oh my gosh, it's like an acrobatic feat. They have to hold this thing between their thighs, and then she was saying, I have to have the interviewer was trying to do it, and she said, I have to have the hands of a heart surgeon and basically the thighs of a wrestler, because she was having to do like this very complicated, at the same time, loop through and then squeezing her legs to hold it in place. It was like insane.
Yeah.
But it gave me, I guess, an appreciation that in this day and age, again, like, and no wonder that when you buy an Hermes bag, it is truly, people collect them like art because they are immediately an investment. They immediately increase in value because the more digital we get, the more we appreciate the craftsmanship. And
all right, the $1 million question is, or the $30,000 question is, are you getting an Hermes bag?
Am I getting one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am gonna get one, damn it, before I die. And by the way, Mr. Hermes says Hermes.
Hermes. Okay.
Yeah. No, because I never knew. I was always
I
like,
wasn't sure.
why do we say the S? I took Spanish in high
It's
school.
like Porsche and Portia.
Right.
Also Parv and Parva. Which do you say, Parv?
Parv.
Parv.
What do you say?
I say Parv, but for a while I was saying Parva. I don't know why. I think my grandmother was saying that. It's Parva. It's Parva. Like,
another quick fell.
Yeah.
Most of your audience is women, right?
Yes, but a good percentage are men. And I also have 2 men in my inner circle. So out of my, whatever it is, 12 clients in inner circle right now, and I run it as 2 groups rather than one big group because they get more attention that way. That's 20% are men.
Well, they could use this too because they can tell their wives about it. But masterclass, first of all,
or their friends if they're not married.
Yes, thank you.
Or not gay,
Or their
or they're
partners
gay.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No, they're female. The females in their life. It's
Yes.
for female. So, masterclass is, they have a brand new menopause class, and it's got, Jen Gunter and all the menopause
Oh my
people
God,
on
I
there.
need
And
a menopause class.
it's hosted by Hallie. What, you need one?
Of course I do.
Let me tell you, October 1st, all of a sudden I had symptoms. I'm 56 years old, never had a symptom in my life. And all of a
Really?
sudden it was like, whoa, like a freight train.
That happened to me when I turned 50. It was like the
Oh
switch.
my God.
And because I had a hysterectomy when I was 40, like I don't have a uterus.
Oh, right.
So all of a sudden I was like, oh, that's what the hot flash is. Like I'd wake up in a pool of sweat. Awesome.
I am waking up really hot. I mean, I wake up hot. I don't sweat, but whatever. I'm getting all the symptoms, and it's so funny because I've learned so much. And then I have this group chat with my college girlfriends that goes on all day, every day. And I've been talking a lot about menopause. And finally, my friend Carol was like, I have been telling you for 10 years that I'm burning up. And all of a sudden you come into the chat like, have y'all heard about this menopause thing? she's like, shut up already. She's like, we know about it, but I'm like, it's new for me. So, anyway, but it really, really is good. Even if you've already been through it, it was really well done. Honestly, masterclass is worth the investment, and you get 2 seats. So like you get one, it's a buy one. They've always done that around the holiday times, is a buy one, get one. And the classes on there are really, really top notch. There is no one that does better online education, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. So do we have any last words for the listeners, watchers, before we call this complete, whatever this is? However you're consuming your podcast content, whether you are, oh my God, and why is it, as growing up, it's just a big joke. It's menopause. How come I've never heard menopause before?
I love that. You're so right. It was just a joke. And I used to, laugh at my mom. No, yeah, right. It's like,
okay. By the way, Kelly Weiler, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. We're giving you a big shout out. Can you please share your Instagram handle and or your YouTube channel in the chat, and we will give you a big shout out for being the most participating today.
Yeah.
Also, the only person showing us live. I think there's like, according to my stats, there's like 5 people watching live right now. Because we
And they're
forgot
the
to
5
send it
best
out ahead of
people
time.
ever, you
I know
know?
we forgot to let people know we were doing this.
Yeah.
Like at 11 o'clock, Addie and I was like, shouldn't we be sending out an email? Like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
put it on my Instagram story like 2 minutes before we went live.
Yeah. Okay. We're waiting for Kelly to give that comment so that we can share that comment, unless she's already left. She may have left. All right. Kelly Weiler, who is on Instagram and on YouTube. And we will make sure that she is linked on the podcast, if nothing else. Do we have any last words, Jen?
No, I'm all worded out.
I'm worded out too.
I've got to go check my email and see if Eric
But can you just like stay on after we hang up just to,
Yeah,
'cause I
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
tell you something?
Of
Okay.
course.
Yes, my listeners will not be able to.
But I do have another podcast to get on. But yes, I will be here.
Okay, then I better get off soon. It's 12:02.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's not.
Oh, here we go. Okay. It's she is on YouTube. Kelly Weiler is at Girl Up Cycled.
Ooh, love it.
I can't wait to check it out. That
Girl
sounds like a super
Upcycle.
fun channel to watch.
Yeah.
I like watching things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, this is how we hacked the IKEA thing. But I would never do it myself. I just like watching other people do it. All right. So that's it. Thanks everyone for joining us here today. We'll see you the same time, same place next week. Until then, stay inspired. Wait, what?
No, Kelly, I'm here. I love it. I love your work. I want that jean jacket. Oh, you got a lot of jean jackets.
I might have to beat you to the jean jacket.
Yeah,
that sounds like something I want to buy.
It's really, really cute. Nice work.
All right. I'm going to end our live though. Okay. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye. Thanks, Miriam.